A very good morning to all my dear students. Last time we have completed the chapter of terms and concepts in sociology. Today we are going to start our next chapter of sociology, that is understanding social institutions, a very easy and interesting chapter. Now in this chapter, firstly we are going to study about the basic term that is family. अब आप कहोगे कि family तो हमें पता है क्या होती है, लेकिन do you know that this word is derived from the Roman word familis, which means servant. You know, the word denoted the group of producers and other servants as well as the members connected by common descent or marriage. Basically, marriage kya hai? It is a group of, sorry, family kya hai? It is a group of persons united by ties of marriage, blood or adoption. जब एक जगह पे different relations arise like husband and wife, mother and father, son and daughter, brother and sister, they create a common culture. And when these all relation live under the one roof, that constitutes a family. सिंपल मीनिंग की बात करें तो जहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोग दे शेयर म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, बॉन्ड एंड कोऑपरेशन, लव, अफेक्शन, दे आर नोन एज फैमिली, राइट. फैमिली के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या होते हैं? First, a mating relationship. Mating relationship means marriage of the people, of two people. A family, it comes into existence when obviously a man and a woman, they will get married. They will have a mating relationship. Then only they'll be able to form their family. Form of marriage, a family requires a home, a householder for its living. Until and unless you have a dwelling place, जब तक आपके पास एक जगह नहीं होगी, you cannot live adequately and you cannot fulfill your needs. Then it's a system of nomenclature. That means every family has a name. हर एक family का एक नाम होता है and that family is known by its name. Right, and a system of reckoning descent. Descent, again, I have already told you that descent may be reckoned through the male line or through the female line. Male line, you can say, usually हम देखें तो जब शादी होती है, when a person gets married, the wife goes and joins her husband's family. तो उस सिस्टम को यूजुअली जो होता है दैट इज़ पैट्रियार्कल सिस्टम. लेकिन वाइस वर्सा, इन सम केसेस व्हेन द हस्बैंड आफ्टर मैरिज लिव्स विद हिज वाइफ्स फैमिली, दैट इज मैट्रियार्कल सिस्टम. So there are two systems, you can say. Patriarchal system where wife goes and live with husband's family, and where husband goes and lives with wife's family, that is matriarchal system. So this is also about family. Then an economic provision. इकोनॉमिक प्रोविजन का क्या मतलब है? हर एक फैमिली को एक इकोनॉमिक प्रोविजन चाहिए टू सेटिस्फाइज इकोनॉमिक नीड्स. फाइनेंशियली हम बात कर रहे हैं. हेड ऑफ द फैमिली है, उसने फैमिली चलाई है, ही इज़ द कर्ता ऑफ द फैमिली, राइट. Now he carries on a certain profession and he earns money to maintain the family. The karta of the family can be a person's child's father, he can be a grandfather, or you can say the karta of the family, he has started a business और वो business फिर आगे carry forward करा है उनके sons ने, right. So that means it is an economic provision as well. So basic characteristics है family के: a mating relationship, two people have to get married, only then they can form a family. Then a form of marriage, it can be you have to live, you have to that means take care of your family, so obviously you need a house with all the facilities. Then a system of nomenclature, that means every family has a name, right. And then I have told you about two types of systems: patriarchal, where wife goes and lives with husband's family, or it can be vice versa in matriarchal system. Then an economic provision, हर एक family को एक economic provision चाहिए financial needs को satisfy करने के लिए, and the head of the family performs certain profession and earns money to maintain the family, to satisfy the needs of the family. So these were the certain characteristics of family. Now next comes the functions of family. एक family के function क्या होते हैं? Now different people, different sociologists have, you can say, divided the functions differently. Like we can say, according to Ogham and Nimkov, functions of family can be affectional, economic, recreational, protective, religious and educational. Affectional, full of love and affection, कि अपने बच्चों को ये सिखाना, how to be loving and caring. Economic, again, how to fulfill the financial needs. Recreational, to motivate them to do the amusing tasks and to just build their name. Protective functions, again, for the safety of the family, whatever you can do to protect them. Religious functions, to teach them the religious values, to pray to God. And educational functions, to fulfill their educational qualifications, that means to help them to fulfill their education. Then, according to Reed, another sociologist, the functions of the family can be race perpetuation. That means telling them, teaching them, or making them realize that in which race are they born, they belong to which caste or class. Socialization, how to be social with one another, how to live in a society. Then regulation and satisfaction of the sex needs, that is when two people get married, there are various needs which have to be satisfied. And then economic function, that means satisfying the economic needs of the family, maintaining the family. Then, according to Masswer and Page, the functions of the family again can be divided into two broad categories, which we are going to study, that is, the essential functions and the non essential functions. Now, what can be the essential functions of a family? Satisfaction of sex needs, as I have already told you. When two people get married, there is, you can say, the expectations from each other, and you have to satisfy those needs, right? So when the couple is there, both expect something from each other, and those needs they have to be satisfied to live a happy life. So that is satisfaction of sex needs. Then production and rearing of children. If you are sexually satisfied with each other, obviously your next step will be the rearing of children and taking care of them. And for rearing of children, you need a proper house, a well maintained house to live, and you need all the facilities so that in future you can satisfy the needs of your children as well. So when we are talking about the rearing of children, so the function of child rearing is better performed today than in the past, क्योंकि आजकल ज़्यादा knowledge है, right? How to take care of the unborn and the newborn child. And the next, the most important and the essential, you can say, function is that is provision of a home. Obviously, the desire for a home is a powerful incentive for a man as well as a woman. If you have to live a satisfied and happy life, right? Because every man, he desires for a home, a well maintained, well equipped home. So that's why he works, he just toils day and night for getting that home. So that is very necessary if you have to satisfy the needs of your wife, your parents, or your children. So that is the momentary pleasure which is provided by that person who is earning. Right? The home is the heaven and the sanctuary where its members and comfort and affection they find. कहते हैं ना, कहीं भी चले जाओ, you know, the best place जहाँ पे you get satisfaction, जहाँ पे you get relief, वो अपना घर होता है. So provision of home is the most essential feature, I feel, of a family, most essential function of a family. So these were the certain functions, certain essential functions of a family which should be fulfilled, which should be satisfied. Okay, today we are going to do the till here. Tomorrow we are going to start the non-essential functions of the family. The assignment related to the same have been uploaded on the website. Hope you have understood the chapter till here. Thank you and take care of yourself.